Hey, welcome back to this channel. So we finally get the sneak peek of the Barbados banner skill and abilities. So we're gonna take a look at all of these new units, and the thing that we're gonna discuss in this video is whether this new banner is worth more than the current banner or not, because they are not going to overlap. Okay, so we need to make a choice whether do we want to pull on the Gundam Barbados banner or on the GP03 banner. So let's take a look at the Gundam Barbados Lupus Rex skill first. But oh my god, look at the unit, it's so cool. It says here it comes equipped with an EX weapon that increases critical damage by 30%. And looking at the Crossbone Gundam, look at this, is Crossbone Gundam skill, increase critical damage level 6, it's already go up to 35%. So I think the one in the Facebook here is most likely the ability, the weapon effect at level 1. Okay, so that means that if at level 1 it starts already at 30%, that means that it can go up to a level 7 critical damage increase. I think that is the highest critical damage in the game. Yeah. Let me take a look. We're gonna take a look at the Master Gundam. I think the other critical damage unit in this game. Let's see, Master Gundam. This one. Let's take a look. Look at this. Oh no, it's closer you are to the enemy. Yeah, it's not a critical damage increase. So that means that this one is already a power creep in terms of the critical damage weapon effect. So it also has an ability that both increases own attack by 15% and decreases own defense by 10%. A true berserker. Yeah, reducing own defense. So usually in every single RPG games, sacrificing something means that you receive a lot more for something that you get. So that means that 15% here is already a lot, because it is an ability, and we know that every unit comes with 3 abilities. The first one is definitely an attack increase. Okay, it's either 15% or 20%. I don't know, like whether it gets a power creep or not. But there are 2 more. Okay, so they only tell us one of that ability. So I don't know if the other one is a survivability ability or another attack increase ability. But I don't know, like it is a berserker. I'm hoping that it doesn't have any survivability at all. So hoping that it increase another attack or critical damage again. Okay, and it happens when figure is supercharged. So yeah, I mean, like looking at the Bjarlan custom, this is a Bjarlan custom. It increases attack by 10%, but it has a second ability that increases attack by 20%. So for this one, it either comes with attack 15% or 20% at the first ability, and the second one is already a 15% increase while decreasing own defense by 10%. So yeah, but the biggest flex, the biggest increase is in this one. It has a critical damage level 7. Wow. So let's take a look at Mikazuki, the pilot. It increases chance step by 1 time, so it has a double chance step. That's great. Just like we expected. Has an ability that increases critical rate by 25%. So really shoot the unit really well, because it increases critical damage. This one is the critical chance. And when piloting a unit with the Alaya Vinaya system tag, so it is not specifically only for Gundam Barbados Lupus Rex. That is good news. That means that he can also pilot the Gundam Barbados 6th form or any other Alaya Vinaya system unit. Currently we only have this, but with the coming of the IBO Part 2, there will be more units in the development diagram. So I'm hoping that we can see the Gundam Barbados Lupus without the Rex, and hopefully it is better than this one, because this one is already very good enough. It has an Alaya Vinaya limiter off, and you know, like every single SSR units, their maximum power that they can have is 6,000. So when you are aiming for a good unit, always look forward to a power 6,000 weapon attack from a unit. That means that if you SP convert this unit, it's gonna deal insane amount of damage. And Mikazuki can ride this unit. So he will be really great when riding this SP converted, but we need to wait first. Okay, if the Gundam Barbados Lupus is even better than this one, then we will see which one is worth more to be SP converted. That's the reason why up until now I'm still holding off from SP converting this guy, even though it is insanely strong. Okay, because we don't have the pilot yet, and now we have him. Because for a free-to-play players, if you have UR unit at 0 limit break, it's always better to just use an SP converted SSR MLB unit. Okay, because look at this, the stats will be like this. Okay, it's even better than 0 limit break UR unit. Okay, so we now finally have the pilot, and also has a character skill that increases own critical rate by 50%. Now this one, up until now, is only owned by Camille. Look at this. Let me see. Is it still Camille, or is there any other? Yeah, it's only owned by Camille. You know, Camille has been here. He was the second banner ever came out in the Gundam Eternal. So he has been in the top DPS ranking together with the Zeta Gundam for a very long time. So now with the coming of this Mikazuki, I'm hoping that together with the Barbados Lupus Rex, they will deal insane amount of damage, like topping everyone up. Like definitely with the critical damage increased by 40%, I'm hoping that in the weapon ranking, he will be at the top when dealing critical damage. So hopefully, but yeah, the boost critical level 5 is insanely good. Yeah, on the Mikazuki here. So that means that he himself already brings 75% critical rate increase. It is almost a guaranteed critical damage, and the Barbados Lupus Rex can make total use of that, critical damage increase. So yeah, those two is great. And the best part is that Mikazuki can be used to ride any other unit as long as it is in the IBO and has the Alaya Vinaya system tag. So that is good news. Okay, it's a limited time character and also limited time unit. So yeah, if you do like these units and pilot, it's great. Very good compared to other very limiting unit and pilot. This one is a little bit more versatile, but it is still within the series of the IBO. That's the only downside of Mikazuki. It is limited to only IBO series. Now going next is the Gundam Aerial Rebuild. It has a custom weapons Gunbeat Rifle EX, and look at her. Oh my god, looks so cool. Comes equipped with a range 2 to 5 EX weapon that decreases the attack of enemies by 25%. Again, that is that is the level 1 weapon effect, I think. Let's take a look at this Grace Ein. Does it have an attack down? Yeah, look at this. It is attack down level 5. So this one is 25%. That means that it starts at 25%. So it can go up to a level 6 debuff. So yeah, because this is not a limited time unit, that means that it can only go up to a weapon level, a weapon debuff level 6. So nothing really special. Also has an ability that reduces damage taken by 30% when the enemy attacks with beam weapons. Yep. Again, this is a standard for a tank nowadays, like because we already seen a lot of that high field units in this game. So let's take a look at the pilot. Sunleta Mercury, type durability pilot, and it says here that it has an ability that activates support defense when piloting a unit with the gun arm tech, and an enemy responds to an ally's attack with a counter during a fight. Oh my god, this is a new ability. That means that, so far, for me, when I win in Master League, my strategy is to kill the enemy on counterattack. Because when I'm counterattacking the enemy, their tank are useless. They cannot do anything. Like for example, if the enemy has 1 attacker and 4 tanks, you know very well you will never ever be able to kill that guy, the attacker, on your own turn. But when it is his turn, okay, if the attacker attacks you, your counterattack will fully go into him 100%. Okay, so that means that Suletta Mercury, the durability pilot, is the only pilot who can protect your unit when the enemy attacks you. When you are attacking them. It's a bit confusing. Okay, so when you are attacking your enemy and the enemy counter attack you, currently Suletta Mercury is the only one who can protect you at that time. Wow, that is great. And let's take a look at the aerial. Let's see the gun arm tech. Is there a gun arm tech? Yeah, there it is, the gun arm tech. So who are the units with the gun arm tech? Look at this. So again, as a free-to-play players, we have the Alfred here. This is gonna be a better unit for Suletta to pilot on because you can get him to MLB SP converted. So if you do get the Suletta tank pilot, that means that you can either use this one, but as we all seen that it is standard. It's a standard tank abilities and skill, so you have a chance to just ride the Alfred and definitely if you SP convert this one, it has higher stats, HP and defense compared to Zero Limit Break Gundam Aerial Rebuild. So both of these units and the pilot are very very tempting because the pilots becomes really great if they have versatility in the units that they can pilot. So the banner is quite okay. It's very very good. The only limiting about them is that they are from the IBO series and the Wits from Mercury series. So I don't know if the affinity tag only affects the those units. I think so, most likely, yeah. So because the affinity tag only affects the Wits from Mercury and also IBO, then the units that they can pilot. Also because of this one, it's even more limiting. Like the gun arm only has these units, okay? So it's not all of the Wits from Mercury series units. It's very limiting on this one, okay? But still, at least you have an option. Just like this one, the Alaya Vinaya. It doesn't exactly say Gundam Barbados Lupus Rex only. You still have another options, so that means that is great. You can use the pilot to ride an SSR unit. Now going to the supporter, we have Atra Mixta and Hotarubi, Alaya Vinaya system tag, together with the Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan series. Increase all the stats by 20% for my series units, and this increase becomes 30% for units that also has the Alaya Vinaya system tag. Also has a support skill that restores the EN of allies within range. So this girl has an EN restoration skill, but this is the first time we have a limited stats boost on a non-limited UR supporter. This is great. Let me take a look. Is it really 30% is like as much as a limited time supporter? Let me take a look. Automitas. Where are you, Auto? Come on, open up quickly. Come on, let's go. Where are you? Wait, this is maximum level. 0. 30%! Yeah! So this is great, okay? If you use Alaya Vinaya units, then they all get 30% boost. Like a limited unit, a limited supporter boost. This is insane. Like together with this one Gundam Barbados Lupus Rex, like you can definitely make an Alaya Vinaya system team. Look at this. We have the tank, we have the attacker, we have the new attacker, then we have the support, we have the tank, and we also have this one. This is one of the best tank in this game. The only thing about this unit is that it requires an a Galarhorn pilot. And as we said, you need to SP convert a Galarhorn pilot just to be able to, make use of his full potential. Okay, so yeah. Other than that, look at this. Increase maximum HP, restore on EN when HP is 50% or above. Increase defense by 15%. And when enemy attacks with beam weapons, reduce damage taken by 20%. And there is a shield defense. And this guy can be used in atmospheric. It's perfect. This guy is a perfect tank. Look at that. That is insane. And it's an ally of Vinaya system. So together with these units, you can definitely make a really strong team. Not to mention that in the IBO part 2, we're gonna get a lot more new, SSR units in the development diagram. So we can totally make use of this. I was thinking at first when I saw this only that what is the use of Alaya Vinaya system? What is the use of double tag when the Alaya Vinaya system is only ever there in the Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan series. It's the same thing. Yeah. But then I saw this and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So this is great. Okay, really worth pulling. Especially if you do plan to make a team of Alaya Vinaya system. I think I want to do that. So yeah, comparing to the current banner, let's take a look. So before we go to the current banner, we have a new event, a fierce enemy assault that comes with a new unit. So it is a Gundam Hajiroboshi. So it's definitely an IBO series. So I don't know, if it has an Alaya Vinaya system, that means that it can go with the supporter, and also it can be piloted by the new Mikazuki because it's an attacker. Crab Shield Smart Mace 110mm short range rifle. So hopefully if it turns out to be great, because the best part about a fierce enemy assault unit now is that it comes together with the modification. So you can bet it will come with a 10% modification stats increase. Hopefully it increases its attack. That will make him really great. But if you use Mikazuki to pilot other unit, don't worry, it comes with its own pilot, with Stario Afam. I don't know who that guy is, but it has damage dealt level 3, melee level 3, and tech series condition chance type increase level 1. That means that this is a double chance type pilot and increase melee level 1. So it's gonna turn out to be a really great pilot because all of these abilities increase damage and a double chance type some more. So if it turns out to be really great, in the fierce enemy assault, we only ever have Suji Ito, a pilot that comes together with the unit, not counting the Musa Gundam and the Common Gundam. So this one is gonna be another free pilot that we can definitely make use of. Hopefully, it has a better tech, affinity tech than the Suji Ito, making him able to pilot other unit, but we will see. Okay, I'm hoping that the unit Gundam Hajiroboshi has Alaya Vinaya tech, and this guy has Iron-Blooded Orphans affinity tech. Okay, that makes them much more versatile compared to Suji Ito. So coming to the unit assembly in here, we have the current banner. So here we're gonna analyze and compare the two banner. Okay, so we already know the advantage of the Gundam GP03 is that it has 2 lives. Very good, insanely useful whether you have him at 0 limit break or at maximum limit break. He is the tankiest tank in the game right now. It is insanely hard to kill him. If you watch my Master League, killing a maximum limit break Gundam GP03 is almost impossible for me. I think not almost impossible. It's already impossible for me to kill this guy. It has 2 lives, and after you kill him, the 2 lives makes him recover back to full health. Unlike the Zeong or the other cheat that unit. This one comes back to full health. You need to kill him twice. So really, really insane. Doesn't even matter what kind of weapons he has, like his only job is to just survive or, eat up your chance tab. Like, because when you die and revive back, then the enemy chance tab will stop. So insanely good. The only thing bad about this guy is that the terrain is very limiting. Can only be used on space or on atmospheric with a penalty. You cannot use him in other terrain, okay? Unless you change him first. But if you change him first, that means that he will lose his double lives ability. So he will just become a normal tank. You better off just bring an RX-78 instead of this guy, piloted by Kouraki, and that one will be better, okay? So that's the only downside. Now, going into the pilot, Kouraki is the best tank pilot right now. It has an EFSF tank, meaning that he can pilot a ton of units out there, and it comes with a double support defense. And also because this is a limited pilot, that means that it also comes with a power creep stats. Look at this: defense increase, and then this one improve decrease attack weapon, level 7 debuff on here, and reduce damage taken by 15% again. So yeah, really, really great. And also it has the reduced damage taken and move +2 in all terrain, high speed level 2. The only guy who has high speed level 2 in here, although it is situational, but still it is a really, really good pilot just because it has the EFSF tech. So for newer players, really, really great, these two. You can definitely make use of both of them. And then comes the new EZL. This one is an attacker unit, comes with a map attack, damage, and everything, and blah, blah, blah. Just to shorten the video, like, it is not that special, okay? It is just like, just imagine this as a normal attacker UR unit, that comes with an eye field level 3, like reduce damage taken by 50%, like that is huge, okay? But as I expected of a UR unit, but still, like the downside again, it can only be used on space and atmospheric with penalty. So the unit itself is not that awesome, but the pilot, again, this is Gato, attacker Gato, and he has a Xeon tank. That means that he can be used to pilot the Casval Gundam, which is really great in clearing your PvE stages in the Eternal Road. And also a lot more other units in here you can pilot using him. So, and also the best one is that the Big Zam, you can use him to pilot the Big Zam. And because the Big Zam comes with a map attack that uses your range stats and an around mega particle cannon using range stats in here with the power of 4000, higher than the claw. Look at this, because this is a huge unit, the AoE is also huge. And that means that if you have Gato, you can actually SP convert the Big Zam and use him to clear up the PvE stages. So again, for newer players, if you are struggling, if you just started playing the game, struggling on the Eternal Road or any PvE stages in general, this guy is insanely great to clear up and help you in playing that PvE stages. With the upcoming Generation Tower that soon comes out together with the new content, the new banner, then he will even more relevant for you to use to clear up those stages. But it is optional because you can always do it slowly. It's no rush when it comes to a PvE stages. Although the Generation Tower, you do need to do it because it only comes at certain times. So it comes with also a new pilot, like a free new pilot that you can use to, strengthen your team some more. And look at this, range 861. So yeah, riding a Big Zam using this guy will be epic. So yeah, other than that, the Eternal Road is optional. You don't really need to clear it really fast, but still, like both the Kouraki and the Annabelle Gato is very good for newer player. Now it also comes with a third unit, which is a rerun of the older banner. So usually this is a rare thing for a banner to have 3 units in it. That means that's why this banner is still very useful, and especially again for newer player, because GP02A is the unit with the highest map weapon power. So it can help you, and also a very unique weapon map attack, like it choose a spot and then will deal AoE damage around that spot. So it is very good in clearing a PvE stages with a lot of minions. Okay, especially if you manually control your GP02A, because if you leave it to the AI to choose when to use the map attack, it will never use the map attack on the right timing. So yeah. And now because you have the Gato attacker, like this guy can pilot the GP02A to deal an even higher damage. Because compared to piloting using a range, a support pilot, look at this, like the range, the attacker version have this ability. Where is it? This one, increase own damage dealt by 15%. So the support pilot doesn't have that. Look at this. Tada! Yeah, it only raises increased range, and then that's it. Use damage taken from own weapons and blah blah blah. Yeah, it doesn't have the damage dealt increase. So even though it has a very high range stats, 855. Compared to this Gato, 861 is not that far behind, but the damage is gonna be very much different, okay, from this guy to that Gato. But this one comes with a double support attack, and also when piloting the GP02A, the max range of physical weapons is increased by 1, and except for the beam saber, all of the GP02A weapons are physical. That means that all of his attack range will get increased. So this one can be used to attack 4 enemies 4 range away. This one will be 5 range away. So it makes him much more versatile. But then again, yeah, you have a choice. If you do want more damage, then use the attacker Gato. If you want more versatility, then use the support Gato. So again, this banner is perfect. Like they support each other. Yeah, EFSF and Zion Tech are very versatile, and then it also comes with the supporter. The supporter has double tech too, the test type and Mobile Suit Gundam Stardust Memory. So among these tags, like they have quite a lot of other useful units, like this one has the Chobam armor, and then GP04, GP01, they are both great, and then Neuziel is like a tank, but it is optional, And then we have all these 3 units, and then because it is very limiting on the Stardust memory, then it comes also with the test type. We have the Hyperion in here, we have the Destiny Impulse, we have the Banshee there, and then we have the Geminas, and Overon, and then the S Gundam is also here, so you can definitely make use of the S Gundam, and then the Hairu, and the G-Quax, although the G-Quax is optional, like it's not that good. And then the Blue Destiny, and the Pixie, and the Comfort, and the Zeong here too. Yeah, look at that. We have quite a lot of, and this guy is also great, Vayet Suifan. This one is also a great SSR unit. So yeah, you can definitely make use of this one, but the Iron-Blooded Orphan, who is that? The wife of Mikazuki, it comes with a higher boost. So yeah, pros and cons for both banner, but I would say that if you are a newer player and you don't really like Gundam Barbados or the Witch from Mercury, because their series is very limiting, you cannot really pilot a lot of units there, and it's very specific. So this one is still very much useful for newer player to pull on. But if you are an advanced player, you want to take more risk, you want to look more into the future, then the Barbados is very good, but it is still gambling because the one we saw in the Facebook page is still a sneak peek. We don't know whether the other things that is not mentioned in here are good or not. It's just speculation. Okay, so that means that if you do decide to gamble your luck into the Gundam Barbados, then good luck on that. But if you don't want to gamble your life, like if you do want to have, I do want to have an easier life in both the PvP and also PvE stages, then the current banner GP03 is very beginner friendly. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. So hopefully you can make your decision right now on which banner you do want to choose, because they don't overlap. Like this one ends on 31st, and when this ends, it will be replaced by the newer one. Okay, so you need to think and go discuss down below in the comment whether you want to choose the current banner or the next banner, and hopefully you can make your decision later. Okay, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.